Hi guys, my name is Megan and today I've got 4 books that define my current reading taste for you. Alright, so today's video topic I actually found on a Reddit thread and that was asking what are some of the books that define your reading taste? And you know, I thought about it long and hard, and these are some of the books that I feel like really make up my current reading taste. So let's go ahead and just dive right in. All right, so the first one is On the Ice. So this is a relatively newer read for me. I think I read this back in May and I fell instantly in love with this book. This is one of very few books that I've read that has demisexual rep in it and like really, really good demisexual rep. And also I love that these 2 characters, they start off with a friendship and then it works into a romance, and it's just so good. Next up, I feel like this is one that is also a big cornerstone of what I'm really liking in books right now is the Murderbot Diaries. So this one follows Murderbot, who is a security unit. So it's kind of a mix of cloned human parts, but also android parts. So it's a construct, so it's not really human, but it's also not fully machine. So it's kind of an AI gone rogue. And I love Murderbot to pieces because Murderbot just wants to be left alone to watch its TV shows. And like, that's like the most relatable thing ever. If I'm being honest, like who doesn't want that? But it's also kind of about a found family. Like Murderbot doesn't really want to be around humans, but that's its job, is to protect humans, and like this particular group of humans it's kind of glommed onto, and its humans really desperately want to protect Murderbot and its rights as a person, and basically they just adopt it and it's like their team mascot now, and I love it. So next up is a manga that I feel like is one that really defines my current taste in manga, and that is Therapy Games. So I fell in love with these 2 idiots like almost instantly. This is about Minato and Shizuma, who kind of had a one-night stand, and it's also a bisexual awakening for Shizuma, and it's kind of a little bit of a revenge romance because Shizuma does not remember their one-night stand and kind of denies that it ever happened, and Minato really like has feelings for Shizuma, and Minato wants Shizuma to fall as much in love with him as Minato fell in love with Shizuma the first time they ever talked about anything, and then break his heart, and there's all sorts of shenanigans, and like I love them because they're such a mess, but also they're just like the sweetest when they're actually being like when they're actually paying attention to each other, and it's just so good, and it's such a good manga too. Although not for those under 18, please. And then the last book that I feel like really defines my current reading taste is the Tarot Sequence books. This one is about a found family, and like the magic system is fantastic, and it's an urban fantasy, and all the characters are queer. And I do have a full video on why you should read this book series, and I will leave that linked up in the corner. But this one I feel like is the current cornerstone of my favorite books that are out there. It's like a little bit of a romance like floating through everything, but there's also like this huge found family, like they keep gathering people to them, and Rune and Brand are the center of this found family, and it's like the perfect book. It feels like home. You know, when you find a book that feels like home, that's what this is. All right, so those are the 4 books that I feel like define my current reading taste. What are a couple books that you feel like define your reading taste at the moment? Let me know down below. But if you guys like this video, don't forget the like button. If you haven't already but would like to, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to follow me on social media for more bookish stuff, check out the links down below. Alrighty, bye guys.